again got a little fishy there at the end, but I guess Ante, for you to hang on to get that win, how big was that for you guys, even with the kind of a suspect final minute?
Yeah, big win for us. I mean, we'll take the win any day, but I just gotta say we need to, me especially, need to make sure we knock those free throws down in the end. Had an opportunity to, have a less of a stress finish, but they're a good team. They made some run in the second half. They fight hard, so we're gonna take the win and get prepared for the next week.
CJ, Ante, you've obviously been around Rain, and he's gotten hot. We just talk about the kind of game that Dell had in.
Yeah, he was huge for us. I mean, really stepped up with his scoring. Also, no turnovers. Coach pointed out in the locker room. I mean, he was awesome for us. I mean, I'm proud of him. That's what we need for him to do because not every day everybody's going to be able to score. So he stepped up big time, made some big time threes, and hopefully he can keep doing what he's doing right now. He's playing awesome.
Feel like you were shooting a beach ball today?
For sure, yeah. I just wanted to thank God and my teammates. Without them, my teammates, CJ, Ante, finding me whenever I'm open or whatever it is, they make the right play, and that's why I just love playing with these guys. And I wouldn't be able to have these type of performances without them. So I'm really just grateful to be a part of this team and be a part of a winning culture here.
CJ, a couple of even up at Campbell, you guys had to kind of rally. When you guys had to rally here, what does it show about the kind of the makeup and the character of this team?
I think it just shows that we're a resilient group. We were all disappointed after Monmouth. In the second half, felt like we let it get away from us and didn't really put up a fight. So it hasn't been easy the last two games, but we've definitely shown that even when the chips are down, we can come back. So it's an encouraging sign for us.
Yeah, kind of the same thing. Late in games, you guys seems like you're kind of figuring it out on both ends. And how does that help you guys moving forward here for the rest of the season?
That's kind of what we want our identity to be, a resilient group. No matter what it is, no matter the score, no matter what, we're just fighting. Whether we're winning or we're losing, and that's what we want to do and carry over every game. And I'm just very proud of this group and how we're able to fight. Down 5, down 6, coming back, rallying, all that kind of stuff. It just shows what we're made of.
Ante, I saw you almost died at that first half, going through 2 media timeouts without a stoppage of play. I guess that shows how important conditioning is after 9 minutes straight of basketball or whatever it was.
Yeah, I was fighting out there really for air, not for the position or anything, because I was fighting just to breathe. But it was. I don't think I've ever experienced that before. It was 9 minutes straight, just going up and down. But we'll take it. We'll take it. I got to be prepared next time. Better if it's going to be 9 minutes with no stoppage again. So.
Do you guys feel like you're finally kind of coming together, gelling as a team? I mean, obviously, so many new things, it's hard to kind of get team chemistry, but you feel like it's kind of falling out?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially I know we are, since in the second half, we made some adjustments, how we're going to guard the ball screens, and then we made, I think, a 10-0 run or something like that. It really shows that we're able to adjust when needed the most. And, like I said, Northeastern is a great group. They're going to win a lot of games this year. So we're growing, and we're going to keep growing and doing the same thing.
The rivalry against Wilmington. It might be a weird week with practice with the snow and everything, but I'm assuming just all juices are going when you get Wilmington at home.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games. I mean, obviously me and CJ know how it's going to look, but we got to make sure we prepare guys for what's happening, because it's a rivalry game. Wilmington is always a tough team to play against, and it's going to be fun out there. Hopefully we can bring the fans to TV and have fun and win the game.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
I'd just start out by giving a lot of credit to Northeastern. I thought, not having their point guard, and they're very versatile. They put different guys at the point throughout the year, even when Pratt's playing. But they're good. They're good. I knew that going in. We got a lot of respect for their talent level. Bill does an excellent job. The kids play hard. I don't know if I've ever been involved in a game that, the first TV timeout is 12 minutes into the game. It's, Ante's looking at me literally 3 minutes before I think the ball finally a foul was finally called. It's like, I'm saying, hey, it's not hockey. I can't get you out on the fly, Maybe we should have fouled to get our guys out. But I digress. I'd just say the Northeastern's a really good team. They play hard. What we did defensively didn't work. They exposed us. They got our bigs stretched out on the floor. Their guys made some shots, including their four-man Woods, who's not necessarily on paper a three-point shooter. And so we had to make some adjustments as the game went on. Thought our guys did a really good job of being able to adjust on the fly. We didn't become, the greatest defensive team down the stretch, but we got enough stops to get over the hump. And I thought offensively we were as good as we've been all year. We shared the ball. To see Wilk and Debo not have a single turnover. I told CJ quit turning the ball all over the place with one. But now it's a good win for us. And, doesn't get any easier as we play Wilmington on Thursday.
Talk about these last two games and crunch time, whatever time you want to call it. You guys kind of made some plays. Are you starting to see some growth? Both ends of the
for
floor.
sure we're seeing growth. We've had earlier struggles where maybe we couldn't get the ball in or we turned the ball over in key situations down the stretch, and it made the games, hairier than they needed to be. Tonight, for the most part, I know you can probably nitpick Wilk missing the layup. Maybe should you turn it out if he feels like there's somebody behind him. But we got the ball to who we wanted to at the end and just missed free throws, and it became contagious. When I see C.J. Fulton miss a free throw, I'm shocked. And I told him, I told Ante, I want the same guys in those same situations as we play games in the future. So they can't think twice about it. Loved our execution, our ability to sort of, in 6 or 7 seconds, defend. They got a contested shot that went behind the backboard. Then they get 1.2 on the clock, and they didn't have an opening. They didn't get a back screen under the basket for a layup. They didn't get any slips. They didn't get an open jump shot. Kid had to sort of sidestep an off-balance three. If it goes in, you're probably sick, but you can't play better defense than we did down the stretch. So we'll make those free throws, I believe, in the future.
I think, tonight Will kind of showed that, he, like the Grant Rillers, the Rain Smiths, the Andrew Gowdlocks in college Charleston history, he kind of hit that rarefied air when he got hot tonight.
He's really worked hard. He loves the game. He's a complete gym rat. His evolution and growth throughout this year has been amazing. And if you saw him in open gym in the summer or in our workouts, for him to go that many minutes, 5 assists or 4 assists, no turnovers, that to me says a lot about him. He made big shot after big shot. His feet are right. He can really, really shoot the ball. He's playing with a ton of confidence. We should have confidence in him. And one thing about him is he plays extremely hard the entire game. He may make a boneheaded play here and there, miss a layup, turns the ball over here and there. Like, he plays hard, and as a coach, you want that.
So the number of assists you guys had for the baskets, you talked about sharing the ball. It seems like that's really kind of evolved as the season's gone on.
It really has. I said it from the very beginning. CJ and Ante are just they're guys that play the game, looking for teammates, trying to make the right play. I think it takes a little bit of time to integrate 9 new players. Really, everybody's new because I didn't coach them last year, and so there's a feeling out process and trying to figure out putting guys in certain spots. But our ball has moved. Even against Campbell, we didn't score a lot of points. Andrew, I thought we got some great looks. Watching the film afterwards, I thought we did what we needed to do. Now, we could be better on the offensive glass, but a lot of times we're playing a 3-guard lineup. It's just not who we're going to be. So I think we're getting way better offensively. We're getting better looks. We're sharing the ball. It's fun to coach.
I know you've been part of the Wilmington-Charleston rivalry, but it's a pretty darn good one. Just looking ahead a little bit to Thursday night and what it could be like in here. I'm sure everyone will be cooped up for the snow on Tuesday, Wednesday. We'd like to get out and see this on Thursday.
Yeah, when you're in this profession, you get to know like all teams, even from afar. Brad Brownell was there for a while, and he was always a good friend of mine. And UNC Wilmington always represented a team that competed really hard. Got to the tournament. Won games. You always look and you see, hey, man, they were 24 and whatever a year ago, 23, and that's who they've been. Taquilla's done a really good job since he's been the head coach. I love rivalry games, because people care. And so we know what we're getting into on Thursday. They had our number twice last year, and so they're going to be confident, as they should. We got to match their intensity, but I've been involved in the Cincinnati Xavier rivalry, which Hatfield McCoys, Louisville, Kentucky, a little bit same way. So rivalry games are fun. We got to do our part, and hopefully our fans come out and make the atmosphere what it needs to be.
Coach, defensively, what problems in Northeastern and Rashad King specifically pose for you guys? What are you looking to improve on moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, he's a terrific one-on-one player. He just really is. I mean, sometimes the guys he's a jump shooter, or he puts his head down and he drives. He can do a little bit of both, and he's always under control. And so we knew he was a challenge, and so we've got to become a team that does a better job just protecting the lane in general. But he's a challenge. And he's an all-conference type guard. We knew that going in, and he didn't do anything to disprove it tonight.
In the post, how do you think your bigs like Ante kind of do against, whether it's Metcalf or Fritz from Northeastern, kind of closer to the basket?
Those guys don't necessarily post up. They might have one here or there, but they're terrific at rolling to the rim. He's got great size, athleticism. Ante's got to be better in and around the basket for us. We've got to be able to come up. I thought there were some 50-50 balls, especially in the first half, not just Ante, but all of our guards. If we're battling the ball, up in the clouds and it somehow gets to our waist or our knees, we got to come up with those things because, as I look out there, they've got a physically tall team. They played Fritz at times at the 4, and they were 4 or 5. They were playing Woods at the 3, which I haven't seen all year. So that's a challenge for us. We got out-rebounded tonight. Doesn't surprise me. But that's been a little bit of our issue at times when we've lost games or been involved with situations that were tough for us. We got to do a better job on the interior for sure. Thank you.